photography, catch me over at Twitter at Rob Hamm Photo. Today we're going to talk a little bit about photography pricing. What can you expect your photographer will charge? And does that meet the expectations that you have? Stay tuned, it's going to be a great time. Let's start off just a moment talking about your event. Let's say you have a wedding coming up or a birthday party. Either one's fine with me. And it's going to last about 4 hours. How much do you think that work is going to cost? What exactly is in your budget? Is it a $200 event for you? Is that what you have budgeted? $400? $800? $1,000? Well, it can vary quite a bit from photographer to photographer, and it does not have to do with the time that your event's going to take, actually. Let's check out this example. Recently, I did a wedding, and in that wedding, we had a little 4-hour wedding, took a little over 2,000 photos. The bride wanted pictures of everything and everyone, and you know what? Most brides do, and that's okay. We came across a price of almost $800 for this 4-hour wedding. That's about $200 an hour. And here's why. It's not about the photos that you take. It's not even about how you take the photos. It's about how you capture the pictures in order to get them to the bride. For example, out of those 2,500 photos, that's not what I delivered. I only delivered about 400. That's not to say that the other photos weren't absolutely beautiful. Some of them were great, gorgeous, and they absolutely were delivered. Others, however, weren't so candid or weren't so flattering for the bride. It takes time on the back end in order to come out with that. We have to sit down and we have to look at the pictures and decide how they're going to be processed for the bride and the groom so they can get exactly what they want. Because of that, the back side of the photographer usually takes twice as long as the front side. So if you're looking at a 4-hour event, you've usually got about 8 hours left over in post-production after you're done. This is the time getting all of your deliverables together, such as your photos, making sure that they're edited and they look nice, as well as putting the albums, selecting the pictures, and working with the couple in order to get exactly the type of feel that they want when they're done. Out of the photos that we decided to deliver, and out of the photos that actually came through, of those 400, all of those pictures had to be properly edited and brought in for that artistic style that we created when we first sat down and talked. So here we go. We've got the wedding. Here's what it looks like to a photographer. We've got the wedding. We have a couple of hours on the front end doing a walkthrough and a rehearsal. So you got your 4 hours of the wedding. You've got your 2 hours plus the rehearsal and all the additional work that we do on the beginning in order to make sure that we match your style. Afterwards, you've got at least another 8 hours in post-processing, putting all of those images together. So now we've gone from a 4-hour event to a 6-hour event. We're going to add another 8 hours to that, and we're at 14 hours on this event. That's 2 solid days of work, not including all of the deliverables. Remember, the deliverables cost some money too. So out of that $800 fee, we have to provide all of the products. That's included in it. So a general rule of thumb is this. I generally like to work between $100 to $200 an hour. Most photographers will, depending on the event. It also depends on what you want. The fewer the deliverables, the fewer the deliverable photos, as well as the fewer the deliverable actual items, the more the money can come down and make it a little bit easier for you. So next time you're thinking about that 3-hour wedding and you want a price of $150, recognize that what you're going to get is a type of work that's going to burn and turn your photos, meaning show up, take your pictures, and then roll out. Roll out, leaving you all the work to do on the back end in editing. Most photographers that are professional in quality aren't interested in any work like that because their name's on it. They want the photos to be properly processed. They want them to look wonderful, like we do here. We're going to take the time, bring out the artistic effects, and really capture the spirit of the day. However, some photographers will do the burn and turn for you. You just have to know what you're getting into before you get there. Oh, and a side note for you here. A $600 camera doesn't enter you into the photography world. Now, it may enter you into the world of photography, but it doesn't mean that you've got a great eye for composition. So just because you see some quotes that you don't particularly care for, between $800 and $1,000, and you think that your brother-in-law that's got a camera that's been taking pictures for the past year can do a great job for you, the likelihood is that he's not going to be able to give you the same kind of artistic effect and detail that you're looking for. Look, this is your wedding day or other special event. Make sure you give it the honor that it deserves and hire a photographer. Choose someone like myself or any of the other great photographers out there. Look, I'm Rob, this Rob Hamm Photo. We got photography now. Catch me over on the flip side, Twitter at Rob Hamm Photo.